Chat, what monster was that? Tell me now. I have no idea what that was. Lagaya Cruz looks to be the summer update monster coming to Monster Hunter Wilds. And after we defeat Mizutsune, we unlock the level 8-star Tempered Mizu, which after this update, we will now have 3 level 8-star monsters to hunt. Arkveld, Mizutsune, and now Zoshia are finally all 8-star hunts that will be in the game. But there's even more. And the Gathering Hub is officially being called the Grand Hub, which makes sense as to why they were being so vague on the name. And we have official confirmation that on April 4th, Friday, Monster Hunter Wilds' first big update is dropping. And with that, we're getting Zoshia High Rank with an amazing armor set. This absolutely stole my heart immediately as I saw it. And of course, there's Mizu. And then the third monster, well, new monster type to Wilds, that is, which we were hoping for in this update, but there's a little bit of a slight disappointing news with it. It is Arch-Tempered Ray Dao. Unfortunately, he's not going to be coming with the rest of this stuff on April 4th. It seems that they'll be splitting the content up, and there is a lot of great stuff to talk about aside from that, but later in the month of April is when you can expect to take on Arch-Tempered Ray Dao. There's a lot of great stuff to talk about and dissect. You don't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay in the loop. We got a lot to talk about and help raise that 38% even higher. Now, let's get into this video. High rank Zoshia looks really exciting. I mean, I don't know how much more difficult the fight will be. I felt like it was personally in the low rank area kind of easy to deal with. But I'm going to be farming this a lot and praying that the gun lance and its set bonuses are going to be pushing the game's meta even further. The great sword and dual blades that they showcase with it have an amazing aesthetic. I think that this white and black combination feels so aggressive on the armor set too, yet divine at the same time, which is surprising. Does anybody else feel that way when you're looking at it? Mizutsune's armor set was also revealed too. It looks pretty cool, but I'm gonna have to be layering that one. My biggest worry with Mizutsune's armor is that the colors aren't entirely changeable. That is kind of an issue I have with some sets in this game, where you can only change the trim colors of certain things, but not the entire color of them. Anybody else have that issue as well? Like the Zoshia armor set, I won't be layering this at all. The headpiece reminds me of some Death Stranding stuff, man. And the third monster being an Arch-Tempered Ray Dao, also giving new gear with that too. Unfortunately, won't be available until the event quest comes later on April 30th. We have about a month to farm that until the quest goes away in later of May, it says. But I'm not trying to complain because we are getting some great stuff with this. I just can't help but think about how historic it would have been if they would have pushed Ray Dao out with the rest of this stuff and really given us an opportunity to experience 3 monsters in a single update. On top of that, already great content, the Strider scarf is going to be a necessity to me. The animations are too good. You can see it reacting to you getting hit as well and flailing all around. I hope you could fully adjust the color on this, of course, which I don't doubt you will be able to. There's a lot of goodies in here, man. The Grand Hub seems to be packed with a lot of activities from the bowling minigame, which will net good rewards that you can use depending on the vouchers you have. I hope there is a free mode, at least to the bowling, so you can kind of mess around with it in free mode and have fun. There's also a large table to gather and eat at, which is a given, and this hub will have different styles through the season. The first one is on its way, and it's called the Festival of Accord, the Blossom Dance. It'll be taking place on April 23rd and ending on May 7th, and transforming the entire Gathering Hub or Grand Hub from what it looks like initially to what it'll look like here with the pink cherry blossoms all around. This event will feature changes with different food as well being present, alongside limited equipment and pop-up camp decorations that you can get during that time period. Completion times are the thing again now in the arena, where we can do challenges using the same gear setup that's available and see how well you stack up against others via a leaderboard. And then there's also the free challenge available, where you can do your own set and invite your own CPU teammates to help out even. I think this would be fun to host community challenges with my personal community, so if you guys are interested in going head-to-head in this stuff, let me know. We can do a couple of those live and track some times together. Now, Lagaya Cruz or Legia Cruz, how do you guys say it? Comment down below. The summer update is something that they told us about previously, but only really talked about seeing like teasers for it, not really any actual footage. From what I understand though, seeing this footage at the end of the trailer, this is a water monster as well, right? So it's kind of interesting to see that back-to-back new monsters being added to the game are both going to be water-based. It's not like necessarily back-to-back monsters, but essentially new monsters, because Zoshia and Ray Dao are different elements, and I get it from that perspective, but does this dude have different forms, or can anyone else elaborate on that? I think aside from this showcase, the most exciting bits for me, besides the cosmetic element being the Strider Scarf. The Zoshia fight alongside that gear set is looking terrifyingly beautiful in the best way. And then the Arch-Tempered Ray Dao fight. The chat was saying Arch-Tempered not only is more active in the battle, kind of like how Gore Magala is, but they'll also have new and different moves. So the fight can feel different at times from this, which is exciting to hear. I know this Ray Dao is a limited time event, which is unfortunate, but I wonder if we'll be able to get him to appear in the wild afterwards. Like, my question is, do Arch-Tempered monsters show up in the game and stick around, or are they only tied to limited event quests? I hope it's not the case, because it would be kind of disappointing to have such a sick fight and new enemy limited in that way. A lot of veterans are hearing this and probably looking at me like, yeah, first time, buddy. They did say that he has a new armor set coming with him, so I can't imagine them taking it away unless the entire armor set itself is going to be limited too. Stuff like the Final Fantasy collabs can be expected at a later time. I mean, right now they do announce that there is going to be a Capcom collab event happening in the end of May, and for us to stay tuned for more info on that alongside other additional features. I hope we get a crazy Resident Evil collab happening in some way, either that or Devil May Cry, since they do have a new show coming soon. Very disappointing. No performance updates, no talks about performance. I think that's going to be something that will be happening in the background, but as of right now, no direct callouts to that. The game does need a lot of work and a lot of help. Not all mods can help it in its current state. Capcom does need to do some things in order to get it running and looking good. Aside from Mizutsune's initial encounter, there's also going to be an 8-star tempered Mizutsune appearing as well. That's also important to note. In order to start the Mizutsune hunt, you're going to have to talk to Kanya in the Scarlet Forest base camp at hunter rank 21 or above. And then after you complete that, the tempered Mizutsune at level 8 stars will be appearing around the map. And when it comes to the tempered monsters, they are the highest threat right now in Monster Hunter Wilds, and it's going to be changing in free title update 1, where Arch-Tempered Ray Dao will be appearing after hunter rank 50. The new Ray Dao set looks pretty cool. I was kind of hoping that the shoulder area would be a little bit more bulkier, but the color design of it is pretty fantastic. I'm excited to see exactly what the gear set bonuses will be for this. Zoshia will be seemingly limited to certain environments, that being the Wyvern's Awakening area in the Ruins of Wyveria. So once you complete that quest, after you obtain it, a new mission will appear for hunters that reach level 50 or higher. You can start to see it spawn in randomly. It'll be kind of like the Jin Dahad fight, where it's like a little bit of a alert, and he only appears in certain areas because he's so damn big. You can't expect Zoshia to be traveling to the Windward Plains, right? Weapons, man. I want to see the weapons. Show us more of them, please. Next week can't come any sooner. I know I'm not talking too much about Mizutsune, but it's been shown to us so many times. The actual combat animations, though, are pretty new and looking pretty good as well. The armor sets are kind of okay to me, but what I'm most excited about is Zoshia and Ray Dao. Mizu will definitely, I feel like it's going to genuinely surprise me, and it'll be a funny thing if I end up enjoying and loving that fight more than the others. That always tends to happen with me. As long as any of these monsters gets me a wide gun lance with slightly strong power type and white or purple sharpness, I'm going to be a very happy gun lancer. And the stars align for me on that one. DLC outfits are going to be making their way. I almost forgot about that, but they're coming with the outfits. Gestures, some old gestures are returning. There's also a free Alma outfit coming too. And yes, we can change her outfit. So far, there's going to be 2 outfits, a free one and a paid one. The paid one is the previous Hunter Handler outfit from Monster Hunter World. But I'm willing to make a bet with you guys. How much do you guys want to bet that Gemma is going to have a paid outfit for the summertime? I could totally see Capcom milking that dollar. I think the Strider Scarf is going to look extra good on my character since it appears to be a headpiece. It retains your hair, so you can throw it on any outfit, and it's going to look sick in combat. I can already tell Max is going to be rocking his in red. Arena quests are a genuine surprise. That's something that I wasn't expecting to be announced or shown to us this time around, so they add more than just what they show to us in a quicker time. I think people will be generally happy. The amount of content is great, but we gamers have no self-control at times. There's people with over 400 hours in the game complaining that there is no content, but veterans are saying this game launched with more content than the last 2 games, which I can't really speak on. I can tell that they're stretching the title updates, scheduling them around simply by that Ray Dao date being a much later in the month aspect. But again, I think it'll fly by like nothing. I'm going to be stockpiling the best Zoshia fights for you guys to run with me. So comment down below if you're hyped for next Thursday night or Friday night, which we will be streaming on both days if possible, so we could farm a whole lot of it. But I'm glad we finally got more goodies coming our way. If you guys haven't gotten it yet, Kazan the Last Berserker is currently available right now on Instant Gaming for $54. This is the edition that if you buy it, you get early access to it right now. Like literally, as you buy this, you get a code to play it. 3 days early access has been active for a couple days now. Today's the final day, so go ahead and secure it. If not, you can go ahead and get the standard edition for $46. Man, this is a really good discount for this game. This game is pretty awesome. Highly recommend you guys check it out. I'll be linking it down below. So chat, how are we feeling about this update? Sound off in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys think. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Monster Hunter Wilds content is on the way. We got a big update coming and you don't want to miss it. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.